Good morning, gang. Happy frigid Wednesday from a cold and snowy East Tennessee here. So it's been an interesting day around here. We've had a dog running around the house, the property here, if you will, for the last few days. Looks like a little beagle of some sort or whatever. And Mrs. Pinball finally was able to catch him, and so we were trying to figure out what to do with him, and now she's on the verge of keeping him. So we may have another flipper added to the pinball machine around here. So we'll see what happens, but I know how she works. The mind will change a couple of times, so who knows. But that's the latest interesting bit of story that's going on around this homestead. So I may have a hunting dog. Who knows? Okay, so I kind of wanted to get into something we've all been talking about. Some of the channels have quite a bit here lately, and the volatility that we've all seen in the investing world, okay? And I wasn't really going to go too far into the GameStop thing. I don't think a whole lot of us are playing around with video game company stocks in regards to what to do with our wealth. But the whole silver story was something that really is important in the prepper community, all right? And I'm not going to rehash the whole Reddit Raiders thing. You know, you guys all know what's going on there. If you don't, okay, then you don't, but so be it. But you know, end of last week, even on Saturday's live stream, people were talking a little bit about, oh my God, what's going to happen with silver? Is it going to skyrocket? I got a bunch of emails. What should I do with my silver? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I kept on telling everybody, do not get caught in the hype with what's going on, okay? And please remember this. There's a whole bunch of things. You know, we've had questions about, you know, should I stockpile old quarters? Should I get silver bullion? Should I get, silver coins? What are your pretty coins? Or, just any silver? Now, you guys know my thoughts on this, okay? Silver is silver. You're buying this stuff for wealth preservation, okay? I very seriously doubt anybody here is buying silver to day trade it or whatever. And that's kind of what the whole fiasco was that was going on with the Reddit Raiders and all this. Now, so I figured, all right, I'm going to pay attention to silver prices because, like I told you guys on Saturday, please, please, please don't chase this. So Monday morning when I checked out, commodities market opened up, I think 6 o'clock or something like that, Sunday night or whatever. So I'm not a trader or anything, so I'm not paying attention. So I, keep an eye on what's going on in the world a little bit. So I looked to see what silver prices were on Monday, I'm sorry. And it was a little bit over $30 an ounce. I was like, okay. So we saw a 12% jump in silver, over the weekend. And that was all these guys coming in and buying silver. Now, mind you, there's a difference between paper silver and physical silver, okay? If you buy a silver coin, you've got that coin in your hand. If you buy silver through your E-Trade account or Robinhood or whatever it is, you own it on paper, all right? And all of a sudden, there was more paper owners of silver than there was actual silver, okay? So, if good luck with that, how that one works. It's like you're paper rich, but there's no asset that's actually backing it. I pray that y'all listened and didn't jump on buying silver Monday morning at $30 an ounce, okay? Because Tuesday evening, silver is down under $27 an ounce, all right? So, there's a quick 10% loss. Congratulations. You put $1,000 in, you now have $900. That's not exactly the way you guys are trying to do things for wealth preservation, okay? Now, I'm not giving anybody financial advice. That career is long past, okay? I'm just going to tell you what I know a little bit about commodities markets, equities markets, how things work, okay? And I'm not going to go into in depth or anything like that and, try to go crazy with you. I'm just going to kind of tell you this. Personally, if I was looking at buying silver right now, I'd still wait for it to pull back a little bit. I think silver could easily pull back to around $25 an ounce. Very possible it's going to go back to about $22 an ounce. That's where the support lies for it. Support being the bottom where the buyers will start picking up again. Okay, there's something called technical analysis, and I'm not going to get into the details on it. But if you're looking at between $22 and $25 an ounce, that would be an entry point for silver that I would look at. If I was still in my brokerage days, that would be what I'd be advising clients right now. Is I still think it's a little too expensive to buy it. Now, if you disagree with me, which God knows I don't have a crystal ball and I'm not telling anybody what to do, okay? If you want to go in and buy here in the 26 range or something like that, buy a portion, okay, and do something that's called dollar cost averaging. Because if you go in now and let's say you have $1,000 that you want to put into silver, maybe go in and put $250 in at this price if you want to buy at this price, okay? Wait a week and see what happens. If I'm right, the price goes down to 25 and you buy another 250, now your average instead of 26.50 and 25, now your average is 25.75. So you brought your average down. If I'm wrong and the price goes up, okay, then you can buy some more and your average, let's say it's at 27.50. Now instead of 26.50 and 27.50, your average is 27. So that's kind of how you want to look at buying anything, be it, if you buy stocks, mutual funds or whatever, just like your 401k, you buy a little bit at this price, a little bit at this price, a little bit at this price, and your average cost is here, okay? Do the same with silver. But what I'm saying, guys, is this, okay? As preppers, we use silver as wealth preservation, not wealth accumulation, okay? We're trying to make sure that if the value of the dollar tanks, we've still got a solid asset here to preserve our wealth, okay? If silver's at 26 and change right now, and 10 years from now, silver's still at 26 and change, that's good for us, okay? We're not looking to make money off of it. What we should be using silver for is a hedge, all right? Where if silver's 26 today and it's 26 10 years from now, that's fine because the dollar buys $1 worth of stuff today, but 10 years from now may only buy 70 cents worth of stuff compared to what is today, but that silver is still worth the same. That's the point of buying silver as a prepper, okay? Not to play this, gee, I bought it at 25, it's now at 30. That's investing. That's trying to make money. That's not wealth preservation. That's wealth accumulation, okay? Buy low, sell high. Wealth preservation is buy it, hold it, it maintains its value, you're happy, okay? Because it's still got more value than what you're hedging against, and that's the dollar. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I talked about this over the weekend. I talked about it last week. I'm hoping that you guys listened on staying away from silver at $30 an ounce, or maybe if you had some, took some profits if you could have, because now you can go back and buy it back at 26, and you actually did pocket a little bit of change. But just keep an eye on stuff. Don't follow the crowds. Like I said in the previous video, buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, all right. You don't. When the crowd all wants to start buying something, that's time to sell. That's what I was telling you. When all of a sudden it's mainstream, that's when you want out, okay? Because that's the top, all right? When nobody wants something, that's when you buy it. Like I used the analogy that one time. Nobody goes into the store and says, oh, gee, this is 20% off. I'm going to wait till it's back to full price before I want to buy it. But yet, that's what people do, okay? Wait for the sales, all right? Silver will be on sale again, probably here pretty shortly, because after a 10% drop on Tuesday, I wouldn't be surprised that you don't see a little bit more on the downside. Like I said, somewhere in that 22 to 25 range is probably where you're going to be buying silver here pretty quick. So that's what I got for today, guys. I know nothing super exciting, but I wanted to get that one out there because I've got a lot of questions on it. So have a good Wednesday, y'all. Pinball out.